Welcome back to Into the Radius. If you're not familiar with this game, it's based on a 1971 Russian science fiction novel entitled Roadside Picnic. That novel also inspired a 1979 film entitled Stalker and a 2007 PC game entitled Stalker. Before we get started, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so that'd be much appreciated. Also like, share, leave a comment. All that good stuff is appreciated if you enjoy the content. Let's get to it. Here we are on our base. We were just doing a bit of exploring. Kind of made a little bit of a mistake at the end of our last session, in that in this game you take on missions, but you have to select begin mission. If you don't do that, there's a couple screens to go through, so you might miss it. I've missed it once or twice and had to go back, but this time I thought I began a mission, and once you're done a mission, you come in here with the mission object and you click delivery, put it in the cabinet, and then you close it. The problem is, if you haven't begun a mission, you can still click delivery, you can still put something in the cabinet, you can still close the door, but then you just don't get paid, and our employers just take the goods and leave you to your own depression at that point. So that's what we did last time. We thought we accepted the mission, but actually we had not, and so we lost an artifact, a couple $100 worth of our time. So we came back and accepted the mission to see if that would change things, but it didn't. And now we have to find a blank artifact. So we know where one is. Let's just erase. How come this stuff's not erasing? Oh, we have to pull the trigger. That's right. So we'll just erase our kind of plan for the last mission. And we might start marking artifacts on this board. Let's get rid of all this. So it wants us to go here to this red circle where there's a couple blank artifacts, but I don't think we'll go there. And we'll just put a B. There's actually, I don't know what that dotted line is. There's a blank artifact. I'm not sure if this is forest. That seems like forest. But there's a blank, I'm just not sure what this dotted trail is. That's a road into Volutki village. But there's like a blank artifact right on the edge of this forest. And then there's mimics, which are enemies right in that block post. There's more mimics up here. There's the harvester is around here. And there's mimics in Bolotki. So what we're going to do is we're going to plan on getting the blank artifact here, but we'll duck up, we'll shoot these two mimics, get the blank artifact, and if we got a core from those mimics, then we'll go and shoot the mimics here, and hopefully we can get 2 mimic cores as well as the blank artifact. And that'll be our plan for our kind of forced run to get a blank artifact. So let's see where we're at. We have to reload our magazine here. We might have to buy some more ammo. We don't have a ton. Well, 25. This should actually do for... Well... No, we should buy another box. Oh, we have 25 up there, so we're good. Okay. So throw that over there. Okay, and we got that. We have some food. We don't need this suppressor in here. Getting a whole bunch of suppressors. That's good. Not sure if we have a round in here. Did we lose a round there? I don't think so. So that's ready to go, and we're on single shot. We've got probably lots of rounds in here. Is it going to tell us? Ammo 6 of 10. So actually not a lot. I mean, if we use more than 10, it's a huge waste of money. because each of those is each round is about $50. But 10, we should be able to take out 4 mimics with 10 rounds. Maybe we'll bring the Night Eye artifact in case we end up with a little bit of dark. May as well use it. We've got 2 knives there. I think we're going to rearrange our setup too and put the knives on our chest. Does the detector go on our... Oh, the detector doesn't, so too bad with that plan. We'll go back to our regular. We have 3 knives there, so we're pretty good for knives. We've got food, we've got an energy drink, we've got more food, we got health. We don't have a long-range weapon, but we'll leave that as is in case we come across a long range or a long gun that we want to take with us. So we're pretty set. What time is it? It's in the evening, so I think we should buy maybe another knife. Can't have too many knives because it's either knives or ammunition. So we'll buy one more knife and then I think we'll have a nap. And we'll head out as soon as we get up. Alright, so we want combat equipment. And you know what, we'll buy some more 9x18 ammo. Just because we do go through it. And it's always good to have more ammo than you need rather than less. All right, we are set. We've been having real bad luck with mimics. We've dropped 7 or 8 of them. And whether they drop a core or not is random. So this time let's go to 1 a.m. That'll take us to 5. That should give us lots of time. Whether they drop a core or not, sorry, the mimics is random, and we just haven't been getting lucky on the core drops. We only got 1 out of 7 or 8 mimics that we dropped. So we got an open tin of food here. That's a pineapple. That's a lot of... we don't want a whole pineapple. Just a little bit of... That should get our food up there. Okay, let's just double check. Flashlight, probes, knife, like 3 or 5 knives there. Detector. We've got our OC33. We got our TT as a backup. Flare, energy drink, some food, night eye, ammo, health. We are ready to rock and roll. And by rock and roll, I mean sneak quietly through the zone to our objective and then sneak quietly out. Yeah, so we should get there 5 a.m., which still be pretty dark, but when we start off in the zone, there's not a lot going on. For the first hour, you almost burn an hour and a half just getting up the road. Okay. Where's our... It's always a little tricky to get used to where you get dropped in the zone. It's slightly different each time. Thankfully there's... I mean, knock on wood, there's not really any anomalies here at the southernmost tip. Or, it's not really a tip, southernmost quadrant. There's the road over here, which we always head to. I guess it wanted us to go that way for the blank, so maybe that's why it started us further west than usual. There's a little river running through this area, but you know, I like to, on the way out, stick to paths I'm familiar with, and then if everything goes well, then, you know, you could do a little exploring on the way back. But doing exploring on the way out, you kind of jeopardize your objective. It's actually pretty bright. And it's almost 6 a.m. already, so we could have even showed up a bit earlier. So here we are on the road. There's some fragments, which are the lanky, wispy dudes that hang out at the supply depot. Sometimes they're hanging around at the entrance and they'll come out to say hello. We don't need their cores right now, so we'll kind of stick to this side of the road. I see 2 of them right there right now. They're kind of going in, so it's actually faster to just take them out if they alert. We'll try to stay over here. Don't want to get hit by an anomaly, trying to avoid the fragments. There's also a spawn, these little black squid-like things just at the top of this hill usually. The fragments will usually alert with like a howl or a bit of a scream if they see you, and then you'll hear kind of a soft plodding footsteps as they lumber over, but I think we're good for now. If the spawn attacks us, and it sounds like it's going to, that's the sound of a spawn running around over there. Let's just get some space. Between us and the spawn, and maybe we can get through. I almost always end up killing that spawn at the top of the hill, but maybe we can get away from it this time. I mean, there's a couple spawns down here too. I can see one right now. Let's get through here. Don't want to deal with we'll just stay right here for that spawn. It's totally gonna come up here and attack us. Here it comes. And you're gonna leap. It's kind of gonna dodge side to side. And then one may attract more. There's another one. That's all you gotta do. They can attract the fragments. So basically, if you have an encounter, you want to really listen to make sure that no one else has been alerted. Although, I wonder if we can hit the mimics in the block post from up here. That would be probably better. This is kind of a view into the back of the block post there. I haven't tried it from up here, but it's definitely worth a shot since we have our... I can see a dark fragment there. That's the, you know, darker figure. There's another spawn over there. We got some room to maneuver up here. If you're gonna shoot without a suppressor, you definitely want to have some room to maneuver without anomalies, because I was gonna say, hopefully I brought the rifle. Because shooting without a suppressor is probably gonna get the attention of some other anomalies, not anomalies, some other entities. Alright, let's see what we can do here. That's odd. I don't see the mimics. They're usually right. Oh, that's not a mimic. That's the dark fragment. That's a spawn coming up on us. Alright, where were we? I don't know how that one alerted. Let's get back to it. I'm having terrible luck with these mimics. I don't know if I'm too far out for them to... Oh, there. I think I was too far out for them to spawn in. Now they've just spawned in. Kind of in the open. That's one. That dark fragment's going to be making its way over. That's two. Okay. We'll get a move on. Try to keep some space. So the mimics will shoot at you, that's why you want to take them out from a distance. That screaming is probably the... That's a spawn coming over. Here's a fragment. There's the complete fragment coming over. There's another fragment. I mean, that was expensive. I don't want to run too fast because but we want to get over here and shoot the core because they will reform. Just like that one did. Where's this guy? I hear him. Don't see him yet though. The wispy ones can be... Okay, there he is. It can be tricky to pick out from the background. Don't worry, I saved one for you. Now, I really need these mimics to have dropped a core. I'm not hearing any ticking though. Still no ticking for the detector. I'm wondering if they're more likely to drop a core when you're close. I'm not going to count it out yet, but it's seeming unlikely. Damn it. Climbing in this game can really be frustrating. A lot of times crouching down with the button helps. Like if I crouch here, yeah, I get on. Nothing. So that makes something like 10 mimics I've shot and I've only got one core. So it makes getting 2 cores before the first one runs out and disappears is pretty tricky, and the amount of ammo I've used up shooting mimics at this point is obscene. So until I get a core out of one of those, I'm not going to go to Bolotki. There's a couple fragments up here. pretty sure I'm going to lose my... One knife's going to break, so I'll have to go to the second one pretty quickly. Hey, fellas. Oh, 3. If a spawn comes, we may end up dancing a bit. Whoa, okay, what happened there? No spawn. No drops on these fellas, though. There's another one coming. We can handle one. The blank artifact is just up there. Okay, there's bound to be a spawn that's been over there that's gonna come over to us pretty soon. There's one right there. Now they may look like they're not, like they're dead or something, but they're definitely not. There's one sitting over a hill in my last session. Wasn't moving, so I settled in for a shot at a mimic, and then it decided to jump and hit me in the face, kind of face hugger style. Here it comes. So definitely don't count them out. And it's always good to, you can't be too careful when you're going through these types of anomaly fields. You always want to use your probes, which in the book the probes were some energy drinks, which I have tons of, but this isn't going to be a long run, a couple rounds. In the book the character just used nuts and bolts as probes. In the game here we're using spent shell casings, which seems, I don't know, given the cost of ammo, you'd think the character would start reloading his rounds rather than throwing them into the zone. But maybe we'll just pretend they're damaged. Ooh, there's an anomaly. Damage beyond repair. Or beyond reuse, reloading. Sounds like another spawn coming. Yeah. Whoa, another 2. Move it. Okay. That knife is almost done. So it's up there, I think, is the artifact we're looking for, which are these 2 kind of copper, shimmery copper rings. Go around this way. It's good to take out the wildlife before we get to the kind of anomaly. Whoa, what the hell is that? That's just an anomaly. That looked freaky there for a bit. Before you get to this kind of anomaly field, you don't want to have to be dodging spawns this close to so many anomalies. So there's a body in there. Yeah, it's over between these 2, if I'm not mistaken. Go to our detector. Whoa. That's not what we want. That's a steps? I wonder if this is a random spawn. So that doesn't help us with our mission. Maybe there's another one. I don't know if that's kind of a random artifact. I don't want to just go searching for a blank. Not hearing any more ticking. So we might have to actually go to the area it indicated for. Is that a scream of some sort? Don't like that sound. This type of wandering around without a clear direction can be very dangerous, so I want to get out of this anomaly field and I'll figure out what we're going to do, which is probably go to where the mission indicated there was a blank artifact. Go back to the probes. We'll just have a look around. There are a lot of anomalies around here, so we'll just check out these ones up here. Maybe there's another artifact over here. No, not getting any sounds. Okay. What time is it? Running out of time. So we'll head back down here. We'll go on the other side of the block post, which I think has another artifact spawn. Maybe we'll get lucky with a blank artifact from there. I think it was a night eye the last time. And if not, we'll just head to the kind of canyon area on our way back. We've got a lot of cores, just not the ones we want, unfortunately. I was hoping for at least one mimic core. Then we would have continued on to Bolotki village to try to pick up another one. There's an anomaly there, so let's go this way. Still got time, I think, to check out both these spots. The canyon might be a little dark, but it's pretty close to base, so sigil on the ground there. That's the white circles that you walk in there and you get slowed down. Okay, there's another one. So we'll head down here. You get slowed down and a screaming starts and it attracts enemies in the area. Do we get a tick there? Might be up there that we found the night eye. Not hearing any ticks, but let's walk by the road at least. Up to that hill. Something over there, yeah. Don't recall there being any enemies around here. Just have to watch out for anomalies. Okay. So I think just up there. Yeah, we've come out here quite a bit lately. Yeah, that's definitely an anomaly field over here. So let's see what artifact it's going to give us. Okay. make sure there's no spawns gonna hit us while we're... Oh! You son of a... That was like literally the worst time for a spawn to come up on us. But it's better to take the hit from the spawn than to take a hit from an anomaly. Now it's another night eye. So that's probably a guaranteed night eye. Let's just get out of here. Alright, well, we're heading back. Whoa. That's odd. What did that... I don't understand. There's nothing over here. That's odd. Well, nothing's detecting anymore. And I'm doing the grab and nothing's grabbing, so I think that was just a bug. Well, we do good to make a beeline for the canyon, but we're probably going to run out of time now. It is a little bit on the way back, but not exactly. At least the block post is clear. Problem is, if we don't go back with a blank artifact and no mimic cores, we're not going to get any more missions, which means we won't be able to turn in any of the cores that we have. 1710. There's a shelter in here. We should probably just go and sleep and then head into the canyon. After dark. I mean, not after dark, in the morning. Although we could just sleep in the block post. Why don't we do that? We're really close, but going into... It's going to be super easy if we just have a sleep. Going into the anomaly fields in the dark is... I don't mind traveling in the dark that much if we know where we're going, but actually heading into an anomaly field to get an artifact, I'm not so keen on that. Alright, let's see if our bed will roll out on one of these. Is that what happened? Did that just spawn in our pack? I don't know. Okay, so wake up. Let's wake up at I think 6 should be plenty. Plenty of time to get to the canyon area and back. So let's check our map. So we're right here, so we just gotta kind of head... Whoa, is that... Let's do that. Gotta head, you know, west, pretty much. A little to the south. Food, we could have a bite. So we'll grab one of our little chunks here. These night eyes do not want to stay in place. Oh, that's interesting. That should be good for now. All right. So straight through there, really, which we've gone this way before. Probably run into some spawns. I mean, guaranteed. Right into that kind of bunch of rocks. Okay. Yeah. Take the long way around if you have to. Better not to risk it. So it's still early. We could go right through here. It's not quite the way that I'm used to, but you know, when I say it like that, it sounds like a terrible idea. Let's go the way that I'm used to. We've been up there. You get a firearm. So, I think we can go in over here. One of these two entrances. Something's making noise up there. Okay. Whoops. But let's get the knife out. Just like I said, there's pretty much guaranteed to be some spawns in here. This might not be the way. Yeah, down here looks like the way, actually. Maybe not. This might be a different way. As long as there's no green gas, we're doing okay. Yeah, so this isn't the way. It's the next entrance, but actually maybe we can... Oh, that's a spawn coming at us. There it is. It's fine. We probably would have had to take that one out anyways. Oh, got another one coming at us. So that's probably all of the ones in the area. Let's just... You know what? You go down here now. How about that? Some loot, not much. Okay, so it's this entrance gets us in. Or not. There's our nice little cabin that we've stayed in a couple times on the hill. Easy to see from here. This is probably the only angle that it's easy to see from. Don't recall there being that many spawns in here. We should be able to get 2. Blank artifacts. Just got to be careful. Actually, 2 anomalies there. I'm not getting any ticks on the old meter. So those can hurt you. So you got to be careful of throwing probes into those reflector anomalies. Whoa, that one hit the next anomaly. It kind of circular ones are the reflector anomalies. Not getting any ticks, so I'm going to keep circling until I get a tick on the detector. We got a figure there. Nice sculpture. All right, let's get back to it. I think it's in by that center rock, but I don't know, it basically has a reflector right on it. Let's just keep circling for now. Oh, now we're getting a hit. So you want to stick near the edge of the most predictable anomaly. Under that rock or something. What? That's not even what we want. We can really take some damage in here. If that one opens up too wide. But I'm not getting any other readings. Whoa, okay. I wasn't expecting that. So we got 2 steps, 2 night eyes, but okay. But we're in the canyon area, and these are basically the anomaly fields in the canyon. I'm not sure there's any others. I was depending on that. Guess we'll check over here. There's one anomaly at least, but for artifacts, usually. Ooh, well that's interesting. Man, it's hard to hit that core. Great. And that guy's back. I think he's stuck in the anomaly, actually. Well, we're not going in there. There's yeah, that's still that one. I don't think we can get through here. Yeah. So where we're going to get another artifact in the canyon area here is a bit of a pickle. go around and we'll keep going up. It's either up or down into that house area, into the really low canyon. Did we go over this area? Don't think that we did. Let's, I don't think there's any anomalies over here. It's just the water. No, this is the real anomaly field of the canyons, which kind of sucks because it didn't give us what we need. And let's just double check here. Mission. New blank samples, yeah. No. On my probes. Okay. Let's just check up here. There's another anomaly field up there. I guess we'll check that out. We'll see what this fella's all about. A couple of them. Probably going to be a fragment. This looks like our next best chance. They're probably up in here. This is still the same general area. Yeah, we're getting some reading. There's one right there though. We've got to be pretty careful now. I don't think we can do it from that side. I'm not sure we can get around this other side, but let's check. You know, always check around for there should be a way through. Shouldn't have to take damage. I think we gotta come around the other side to get whatever's there. Maybe we can get along here. Give us what we came for. Finally. That's what we're looking for. Alright, so now we'll just go out to the road here. That was a blank. So now we're heading back. Although, that sounded like a spawn. And when you hear something that sounds like a spawn, it's usually a spawn, even if you don't see it right away. Just sucking around in the distance. Whoa, that's one crooked crane. How is that staying up? That's the new crane from the update. Hey, let's put some of these away. What else? Anything on you? Okay. Is that it? No, there's another round. Okay, well, we may as well check in this little shack. We haven't been out here in a while. So let's just see. And then we'll just head back on the road. There's a body up there. But you can go on forever. Alright, what do we got here? Some food. Well, honestly, we don't need the flashlight. I gotta stop taking so many useless things, but we can take the food. And then let's beat a path. Kind of familiar with this area from earlier in the game, but we're not going to use up all our sprinting. Basically leads down to some water here. A spawn in the distance over there, but way too far. Probably way too far. Nobody's following us at the moment. Some folks waiting for the bus. They've been waiting a while. Okay, so this water changed a bit with the update. It used to be you could just stick to the right and you'd stay above. But I think there's one spot where it gets a bit dicey. We'll give it another shot. Because it's a nice straight shot. Back to base. We'll stick to the edge here. As far as I know, you don't have to worry about anything in the water as it stands. There's no entities in the water. There's an anomaly over there, but at least in this area, the developers haven't given you much to worry about. Just a nice spot to get wet before you get back to base. There we go. Okay, so we might run into a spawn or two coming out of here, and there's definitely a sigil over here on the left. I'm sure every new player, that's one of the first sigils you'll run into. I'm sure every new player just walks right in, like I did, and wonders what the heck's going on when time slows down and a bunch of black squiggly things come running in at you. Well, we got a bunch of cores and a bunch of artifacts. Ideally, when we clear away that blank artifact mission, we'll have a bunch more to turn in. I mean, if I sprint, the fragments may alert, so we'll just walk. So it's good to know that where I thought there was a blank, it actually seems more like a random draw for an artifact. I don't see any spawns up there. Oh, that's this. Sorry, not spawns. Fragments. That's the scream of a fragment alerting to you, so they're going to be walking over. Oh, I see them. And then a lot of times, at least from the supply depot there, when one walks over, others can. I just see the one right now. It's hard to tell until you take out the first one whether you can hear a second one. Doesn't seem like it. We'll just give a sprint, because why not? You can see our stamina going down there. Alright. Let that recover. And into the mist we go. So that seemed pretty good. I mean, we had to go to a couple of contingencies based on, you know, artifacts that spawned, but I think the only hit we took was from that spawn that jumped at us when we were in an anomaly field, which is, you know, if you don't see them beforehand, there's not very much you can do to avoid that if they come running in from a fair distance off. Best you can do is stay calm, exit the anomaly field if you can do that. Okay. Delivery. 1 blank artifact. There you go. Choke on it. 210. So that's what we kind of lost before when we turned in a blank artifact before actually starting that mission. So let's see what we got. Steps artifacts are pretty useless. All they do, as far as I know, is give you white footprints like this. See? Ooh, scary stuff. So that's a steps artifact. Night eyes lets you see at night in the dark, sort of, kind of like black and white night vision. Spawn, geez, a lot of cores. All right, that's another. There, what is that? I'll just throw that over there. What else do we have? Is that all the loot? Oh no, we got a couple energy drinks. We got 2, I think. So we're getting pretty stocked for energy drinks. Start putting them on the shelf over here with our weapons. Ammo. What is that? Are any of these? Okay, that's good. No, not the food. That's good. These other ones look a bit... Oh, that one might be. No. These other ones look a bit larger caliber, I was going to say. So I'll just put them on my loose ammo shelf. That one looks like a 918. No, you stay down there. It's tricky to get things when you place them close to either the top of the pack or the bottom, because you end up grabbing the pack itself or your bedroll, sleeping bag. Okay, I think that's it. Not a lot of loot other than artifacts, but I'm okay with that. So let's see what missions we can turn in. Hopefully some. That's the mimics fast spawn cores. So we're gonna make sure to click the start mission, and then we'll use up this almost deteriorated spawn core. You don't want to use up the new ones because you might have another mission in a day or 2 where you can spend those. So always get the one that's the most deteriorated. Delivery. 2 spawn cores. So now I'm going to check that I started the mission. I'm going to check that it asks for something there. I'm not sure what it said before. Maybe I can check the recording when I didn't start a mission. I'm not sure if it said anything there. Okay, what's next? Steps artifact. Just 1. We got one of those. So it's better if you have like 2 slots. If we'd come back with the mimic cores, we could be rolling 2 new missions every time. Steps artifact, and then we'd be able to turn in a lot. We'd basically, you know, hopefully we'll get a fragment or night eye. I mean, anything we have. We're doing pretty good as far as variety. Dark cores. Another 2 spawn cores. Okay, where did that go? Down there. Are we stepping, or are those just left over? Okay. So this is the real way you make money. It's not just, I mean, there's the high ticket missions, but being able to, okay, 2 spawn cores, being able to turn in all these missions one after the other off of just things you kind of picked up along the way, that's where you're really going to make money in the game. You get back on the shelf here, the desk. Okay, what do we got next? Species research, so that's it for that. Another spawn. Those ones are so easy. We'll go out, try to photograph a spawn and get some mimic cores again, I guess. Now we're back up to full. Let's listen to a tape, and then we'll call it.
UNPSC, Explorer 12, Log 8-14, Mimics. Mimics appear to be a silhouette replica of a military soldier, even appearing to be equipped with firearms. They are entirely composed of black material and have been observed firing on UNPSC explorers in the field. Directly after the Pechorsk event, both USSR and NATO sent armed forces into the radius to investigate and confront possible threats. Very few of the soldiers returned, and those that did died horribly soon after. Explorers never found any bodies belonging to military personnel in the radius. Over time, some explorers have become more and more convinced that mimics are the lost soldiers from the first days after the event. However, there is nothing about bodies of mimics apart from their shape that suggests they were ever human. The UNPSC believes, and I concur, that whatever mechanisms are in place here that produce radius-specific species took the soldiers as a template, but the connection ends there.
Oh, there you go. Learn something about mimics. This has been Into the Radius. We're playing on an Oculus Quest 2 through Virtual Reality Desktop. If you haven't already, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so that'd be much appreciated. Also, like, share, leave a comment. I'd love to hear your tips, tricks, any feedback. All that good stuff is appreciated if you enjoy the content. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.